What's going on, guys? Your boy Ghost here, and today we got another article, so let's get right into it so we can get you going on about your day. This week's topic is the new solo ops activity category. Solo ops are short missions that are easy for lone players to jump into and quick to complete and fun to replay. TLDR, solo ops are 10-minute missions that can be completed by single players or in fire teams. There are low commitment options that will still allow you to use challenge customizations to make progress toward better gear. They're being built for their experiences to stay fresh across repeated plays. The problem. Over the last few years, we've built a promise of Destiny 2 as a game where you can come together with Guardians and enjoy the game together. We've built a lot of new matchmaking activities from Battlegrounds to Onslaught and rolled out features like Fireteam Finder to make it easier than ever to group up with other people. We watched our community come together like never before, and that's great. Sometimes you just want to jump in and play at 10 or 20 minutes and feel like it was worth your time. Right now, your only option of doing so either you put you in direct into competition with other players, Crucible Gambit, or it can feel like you're in a race to the finish against your own fairy team, Strikes, or Battlegrounds. The activities best suited to solo players are time-consuming story missions that can take half an hour or more to complete. Lost sectors require you to go into the destination and play them, and jumping into multiplayer activities as a solo player, for example, soloing the dungeon, can be stressful and take even more time than activity with a fire team. We've identified a gap in our offerings, short activities that lone players can take on at their own pace. The solution, own pace, by the way. Solo ops are activities aimed to add short play times and manageable for solo players. They will introduce from the portal and have a target base of play time of 10 minutes. Each solo op activity emphasizes the fun of Destiny Combat's action gameplay, presenting players with straightforward and objective that focuses on gunplay. Solo ops missions are intended to be the intense test of build crafting prowess or thumb skill. Instead, we wanted them to focus on the joy of playing Destiny 2's action sandbox in a way that's easy to jump into and play in just for a few minutes. Okay, so they aren't intended to be intense build crafting prowess or thumb skill tests. Okay. Reward scaling. Solo ops will support scoring and challenge customization like many of the other activities. As such, they will allow players to make incremental progress towards better and more powerful gear and support customizing the difficulty of the activity with a wide variety of modifiers. You'll still want to play well in solo op activities. Your score will contribute to the quality of loot, but you're trying to construct these missions so that getting a good score is a matter of moving, shooting, and looting rather than being determined by what loadout and build you bring into them. Mission variability. Another goal of solo op is to create activities with higher variability between plays. Since you'll be playing these missions as a way to make progress toward better gear, we're trying to make sure they stay fresh longer and are making them less predictable in the content you see. For example, at this time we're aiming to have each mission come with a variant of at least 2 combatant factions, each one with a unique objective associated with it. Solo op missions will sometimes come with optional goals that only present themselves once you're in an activity, like the presence of treasure goblins or passageways to secret rooms, opening when they're normally closed. One piece of activity tech that we've been working on to build for these missions is a dynamic enemy spawning system. This system runs behind the scenes, monitoring how well you're doing and how long it's been since you've been in combat and how close you're getting to the objective, and then spawns squads of enemies when the system determines that you need to be challenged. Unlike other activities where an enemy spawns in cadence and locations are often very scripted, solo op missions will spawn enemies at unpredictable times from places where you may not expect. Since solo ops are part of the core game that is free to play for everyone, we also wanted to take advantage of the fact that across the game there are many locations that are either not used in free content or underused despite being a fun place to play. A lot of beautiful, exciting spaces play host with only a single story mission, and players have no reason to go to those places outside of that mission. Some, like the South Zerg area in DZ, are currently entirely unused. These are awesome, uniquely Destiny spaces, and we think solo ops is a great venue for going back and visiting some of these places that may not have gotten as much attention as their craftsmanship deserves. Solo ops will take you into places where you might have visited before, but new objectives and dynamic enemy spawning systems to help make the experience feel both fresh and familiar. For many players, solo op missions might be the first time you go to these locations, and we think that everyone should have a chance to experience these iconic spaces. Overall, we hope that solo ops missions will be a good activity for players who only have a short amount of time to play, prefer to play by themselves, or looking for a lower intensity way to reveal Destiny's gameplay sandbox, as well as a combination of those three. Can you only play them solo, or can they be played in fire teams? Solo ops activities will accommodate up to 3-player fire teams because we never want you to tell that you can't play with your other friends. We are working on a system to automatically scale up the difficulty of encounters based on your fire team size. However, if you want to play with other people, fire team ops are going to offer a more efficient path to getting better gear. Will solo ops support matchmaking? You know, if you want to play with other people, fireteam ops is going to be the way to go. Will solo ops include champions, banes, and specific modifiers? We haven't locked down any specific set of modifiers that we're going to support in solo ops. We can't just use the same modifiers as, say, strikes, but because we're really aiming at a tight experience that solo players can enjoy, and we want to make sure that modifiers we allow don't push the mission away from the experience. We do plan to support banes as we think they offer an exciting way to increase the variety of experiences we have across multiple plays. Okay, this seems kind of cool. I am interested in this, depending on how difficult it is. Because if it's, I want it to be a little bit challenging. I'm not saying it need to be a solo dungeon, but I don't want this to be a one-player strike, if you know what I mean. I'm not trying to load in, fly through this, and get tier 4 gear like the freaking EDZ legendary lost sectors. I'm not trying to do that. If this is going to be like what lost sectors should have been, what we all thought they would be, that'd be cool. But I need a little bit of difficulty. I need a little bit of ad density. Give me something difficult. Don't make it like a one-player strike, like I said, to where we can fly through this in like 5 minutes. Give me like a good 10 minutes, because they're saying they want it to be an average of 10 minutes. If they're saying an average of 10 minutes with this player base, I guess we can get that average down to maybe 6 or 7, because everyone knows people who play Destiny consistently, we speed through this shit. So that's probably like 10 minutes for the below average or average player, but people that play this game, we speeding through that. Eager edge, eager skating everywhere. So who knows? Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Overall, it seems kind of cool. There's a problem here because, like I said, there is a lot of stuff that you could. There's not that much stuff in Destiny that you could just jump into and jump out. You kind of got to commit yourself to at least a couple hours of playing the game if you really want to get somewhere. So this is pretty good. I also want to throw in the fact that I need to see the amount of the tier stuff. And then they say tier 4 gear. Am I tripping? I could have sworn I heard the word of tier 4. I am tripping. I don't know why I got tier 4 from, but depending on the tier of gear it gives you, that'd be cool. I know it can't be too high because I hope it's not too high to where the point to where you can get the highest tier of gear by playing by yourself in a freaking MMO RPG. But I digress. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you so much. Come to the video. Hope you have a good rest of your night, and let me know in the comments below what are your thoughts on this article. Have a good one and stay spooky. Peace.